Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Enigma Incorporated. I'm your host for the Random Thought Show. I do apologize for the background noise. I'm in the mobile studio here. And what I would like to talk about today that'll help out, especially young black men, is success. Now, I know a lot of men would define success as, being able to have a large disposable income after you handle your 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 business in life. Your mortgage, all your utilities, car payment. Many people define success as a success for a lot of people, especially Black Americans, is defined on how large is your disposable income. And one thing that is not taught to us about success is there are different varying levels of success. And not only that, success is custom made. It is. It's something that has to be forged and made by you because it only fits you. A custom made. It's like tailored clothes, or a motorcycle that is custom made just for a particular customer. That's how success is. Now, you can find different individuals who have wisdom and or knowledge, also educated, that can help you reach certain goals, that'll help you get to your mission statement, reach that overlying mission statement of ultimate success. But you have, when going to go about completing these small goals to get to your ultimate goal, you have to remember it does not matter what field you're in, because you may not run into an individual that would have all the answers for you. And that's what I've noticed with a lot of people, and it doesn't matter what generation they are. A lot of people are looking for that one size fits all, but they don't know that success is custom made. If you really want that success and you want it badly, and you want it, and because there's varying levels of success. If you want success by the means by which you define it, you're going to have to work and work for it. You're going to work your tail off for that level of success that you want. Like I said a little bit earlier, you may meet individuals that help you reach the small objectives, but ultimately getting to your goal where you feel comfortable saying, I reached my ultimate goal and now I'm successful by my own definition of the word, it's up to you. And you cannot blame anyone from previous generations or your parents if you haven't reached it yet. And you can't blame your race either. I'm black, that's why I haven't reached it. Or the Caucasian man are trying to keep me down, and that's why I can't reach it. If you want it bad enough, you will get it by any means necessary. If you really want it that bad. Now, having to say this, it's definitely something that has to be worked on every day of your life until you reach that goal. And it's also better said than done. So you're going to have to work, not only just at your job, but whatever goal that you want to reach, you're going to have to work after you get off of work. So anywhere from 60 to 70 hours And that's including the job that you're currently working at. 60 to 70 hours in a week while you're putting in the study time, the hands-on training time, the education that's going to help you get to that ultimate goal. And you're going to have to do that every day until you get to where you want to be. There are no days off if you really want it. And if you really want it bad, there are no days off. There are no sick days. There's just different things that you do when working towards that goal. One day may be a hands-on day. One day may be a day where you just read the material. Another day may be where you actually put theory into practice, which is ultimately just like hands-on. And if you meet with failure, which you will meet with failure, I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't selling you a bill of goods here. You will meet with failure. But failure is good because it shows you a way that it can't be done. When you fail, failure is the best teacher because it says, don't do that way again, because doing it that way does not work. So don't do it that way again. It's not something that you should look at negatively. Meaning the people that you are, believe that are successful and are successful have met with failure. I mean, that's something that's not really focused on, but that's something that you should know. Just because if you don't get it the first or second time, if you're going for a certification, you're doing hands-on training, or whatever you may be doing, if you don't get it the first couple of times, don't let it discourage you. You have to keep at it until you get it. Why not? You deserve it, right? Well, that's how you put your time in to show that you deserve it, because you dedicated the time to get towards that goal. Time is your most precious resource because it is something that you cannot get back. Once you invest time into something, that's it. Whether it be 1 minute, 1 hour, or 1 year, you cannot receive it back. That's why you have to put in 60 to 90 hours, even more time than that, to be successful. Because when you put in your most valuable resource, it ultimately yields wonderful success, because you didn't put any cheap materials in order to get that success. You put in the most expensive, the most hard to get material, which is time. And when you invest time into a project to become successful, the results of that are tremendous. Not just a 6-figure salary, not just being the founder and CEO of your own multi-billion-dollar company, not just being able to have multiple businesses under one ownership. It is something that you can proudly say to other individuals that you did, and that you did with your own 2 hands. And for men, there's nothing greater than the achievement of actually having a dream and crafting it, and have it go from a dream to an actual, tangible object that not only you can see, but others can see as well. So this is not a speech, but just advice from an older gentleman to let you know you can get what you want. You can, but you're going to have to put in the time. You're going to have to sacrifice the time for that. And no complaining is going to get you over the hump. Something was taught to me, an old saying. You probably haven't heard it, so I'm going to tell it to you. One of my favorite sayings when I'm helping out younger men. Excuses are the nails that built the house of failure. I'll say that one more time. Excuses are the nails that built the house of failure. Now, the meaning of that is right in the words. If you just offer nothing but excuses and as to why you can't get to where you want to go, it's just going to solidify your failure. And not just working failure as in, oh, trying it one way and that's not working. If you're just offering excuses, this ain't no working failure. This is ultimate failure, which is bad. Because that means you have given up and you're not going to try it again in your lifetime because of what you experienced. I'm here to tell you that the only person that stands in your way of what you want to do is yourself. It really is. No person can stop you from doing anything, because ultimately, if you don't want to deal with a person that is trying to stop you from achieving your dream, if it be a family member, a significant other, a friend, an acquaintance, all you have to do is cut off ties and contact with that person, and that'll relieve you of that problem. So that's why I say ultimately it is your responsibility. You're the only person that can get in your way if you want to be successful. That's what's required of you. You have to put in the sacrifice, your most precious resource, which is your time, in order to get what you want. And in offering any type of excuse, it's not going to yield you anything. It's just another thing that wastes your time. Which, again, I'm going to reiterate that it's your most precious resource. Don't waste it. Spending your most precious resources on complaining or offering up excuses as to why you're not where you want to be is deadly. It may keep you from your ultimate goal. I'll give you a short analogy to show you how bad this is. Wasting time on excuses, it's like taking money, currency, and just lighting it on fire just because you want to see it spark up, just because the flame looks pretty. That's what wasting excuses is. That's what it's like. If you taking a stack of $100 bills, multiple stacks of $100 bills, and lighting them on fire just because you like the smell that the money makes when it burns, and just because you like the color of the flame that's produced when you light those multiple $100 bills on fire. That's what it's like to waste time. That's stuff that you can't get back, because once that currency is burned, it's gone. You can't restructure it again. It's like time. You can't restructure it again. You can't get it back. So do not waste your most precious resource on offering up excuses. Now, I know what some people are thinking. Here, you just have another YouTuber on here that, oh, he knows everything, and he's just going to offer it up, and just because he had some level of success, then he's showing this way for everybody else. You know, that doesn't work out for everybody. It works out if you want it to work out. And if you really want it, this is hunger we're talking about. Hunger. If you really want it, you do anything to get it. It doesn't matter who you got to learn from. It doesn't matter how late at night you have to stay up studying material. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside, because you got to work outside to learn the craft. Whatever your field may be, as long as